Peter Moore is the GM of Livestock for PGG Wrightson. I was jokingly saying on the show the other day, my ear is getting chewed by farmers, and that's what I'm here for. I don't mind it, but I'm getting it easy compared to the stock agents and the drafters around the country who are trying desperately to be fair to allocate killing space or processing space to farmers, because we are verging on a bit of a crisis. Peter Moore, or am I overstating that?
No, you're not overstating it at all, Jamie. I mean, a massive challenge to get stock killed at the moment. 4 to 6 weeks delays on cattle is not unusual. We've got the boner cows starting to come out of the dairy industry as the herds start to be dried off. So it's a real challenge, and many works only able to work sort of at 50% capacity. Some works closed because of having positive COVID cases. So it's a massive challenge, and add to the dry weather through big parts of the country, and it is creating, I've said before on this show, gridlocked livestock business. It's probably more gridlocked than ever right now.
Absolutely, Peter Moore. It is so essential for those processing plants to keep working. So keep fronting up, you workers. Good on you for doing so. What effect is this having on store stock prices around the country? If you did have some feed at the moment, you could buy stock. You could name your price for buying stock at the moment. So someone will do well out of this in the end.
Yeah, they will, Jamie. What we're seeing is, I think last time we spoke, the store lamb prices were actually not too bad, but they've certainly softened quite a bit in the last week or 10 days. And with the cattle, gridlock of cattle space, guys, really need to kill cattle before they can buy. So, we're seeing that the whole cattle market pretty soft. And I had a call with some of my key people yesterday afternoon just around what's happening in their space. And, the weaner cattle that are being sold, and a lot of the breeders do need to sell them, probably close to $200 a head down on this time last year, which is partly a reflection on market, but more a reflection on the fact that we've got nowhere for these cattle necessary to go at the moment, because the guys that normally buy them have still got stock to kill.
Yeah, no one's got confidence to buy them. What about the prices, if you're lucky enough to get your stock into the works? And we spoke to Tom Young from AFFCO yesterday, yep. And Tom quite rightly said, look, there's more to come out of it yet price-wise. It's going to head further south because the cost of compliance, the cost of processing these stock, so there's only a downside in the short term, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think that's right, Jamie. I think that's an internal, New Zealand's internal processing issue as much as anything. I don't know whether you, obviously having lived in China a few years ago for a number of years, I've got a very strong number of colleagues that live in that part of the world, and what they're seeing in China at the moment is, big demand for sheep meat and big demand for probably commodity type cuts of beef. So I think that the longer term outlook internationally is sort of okay, but when you've got space short and you've got a lot of internal challenges, that's probably also driving the price down here.
Thank God we have got that light at the end of the tunnel. I want to finish, if I can, on a positive, because it's so easy to get dragged down by negatives. There are so many out there, and I think the positive is, and you guys at Wrightson's or PGG Wrightson's have led the charge on this with your bidder, your online livestock selling platform, which is being used by numerous other companies. I reckon when we come out of this, Peter, it is going to change the way we transact livestock. There is going to be much more online buying and selling of livestock, and that's a good thing because it cuts down the costs.
Yeah, I think it is. I think bidder is probably a bright light in the business at the moment, and it is a real opportunity for farmers to trade livestock in an auction scenario. I mean, a lot of farmers are quite happy to sell in the paddock, but it also gives an opportunity for buyers. And we've seen a massive increase, Jamie, in the number of people signed up to use bidder, and to probably a lot of them signed up to watch and see how it works at the moment. But it is still new technology, so people are still getting used to it. And we've seen some very good sales. We had 9,000 lambs from one vendor sold the other night, then the whole lot, total clearance on bidder. But we've also had sales in the cattle space, which have been quite sticky and quite hard to move cattle. But I think that's a reflection on the market, to be honest, not a reflection on the platform or the bidder platform. Yeah, the future of livestock selling online. Bidder, BIDR, bidder.
livestock.co.nz is the website. Peter Moore, I hope you get a bit of a break over Easter, because I'm serious about this. You guys in the stock and station industry are under a lot of pressure at the moment. Farmers, remember, don't shoot the messenger when it comes to your lamb drafter.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Thanks, Jamie.
It's good to chat.
Thanks, Jamie. Thank you.